Here's how I completely turned my life around 180 with reselling. Over 10K plus profit. Starting with number one, mind over matter. Your mind is everything. What you frequently see is your frequency, right? So what does that mean? What you see and what you feed the mind is exactly what you produce in your reality, okay? So you have to be all in. You can't look back and you can't have no plan B. A personal anecdote from my experience is I used to work a job that I hated. And if you're anything like me, you hate being bossed around by somebody who's probably your age with less qualifications and less skills than you have, right? So this was all the motivation I needed. Being in a position that I knew wasn't meant for me. So with my first paycheck from this job, I invested entirely into reselling. Nowadays, I get to travel and sell online. I don't even have to sell in person. Which brings me to number two. My first ever sale, I posted on Marketplace, Instagram, TikTok, everything, just to get my first sale, right? And within my first week, I got it. He wanted to meet up. He messaged me on Facebook Marketplace, right? With the agreed upon price of $150. When I arrived to the meetup location in person, I was so eager and excited to get my first sale that I accepted his counteroffer of $100 immediately. My dad was so frustrated when he got home, he told me never to do that again. This is honestly my biggest lesson in reselling. Never fold. You can never fold under pressure. Do not fold under pressure. Stay firm on your prices. Remember, be bold, never fold, even when the client is cold. Why is that? Because the right buyer will see your item, come along and buy it for the exact price that you listed it for, because that's exactly what they wanted. You're not looking for cheap customers, you're looking for the ones who are willing to spend the money. Another reason to stay firm and never fold on your prices is because reselling is a numbers game. The more money you make when selling an item, the more of the same item you can reinvest into. Now, if you sell it for less, you'll be able to get less. Most resellers fuck up instantly by folding. The biggest lesson for you guys, okay? Another thing. Sales equals perception. What does that mean? For example, a worse item with a higher quality photo will always beat a better item with a worse quality photo. Now, how do you get the best quality photos, you say? Natural lighting, just like this. Clean background, no wrinkles on the clothing. Some people use a flat layboard. I suggest it. I never did. Whatever works for you. Number three, respond timely and be sharp on deals. The previous version of me would sometimes be lazy. I know, right? It sounds crazy. And I wouldn't reply to interested customers, which would result in me losing the sale, which would result in possible thousands of dollars left on the table. Now, who the fuck wants that? Number four, platform funneling. For me, I get the most direct sales from Instagram and the most traction, attention, and views from TikTok. I use this traction, attention, and views from TikTok to funnel it into my direct sales from Instagram, which in result gets me more profits than every other reseller. And last but not least, your frequency is what you frequently see. Subtract all the negative thought patterns, negative habits, negative people from your life, and you'll see in real time your vibrational frequency raise, which is exactly all you need to align with the reality that you most want. I didn't get here by any external work, it was all inner work that pushed me to become who I am, to give me the experiences that I've always wanted, that were always meant for me, that I've always known were meant for me. That'd be my biggest piece of advice to anybody starting out in anything, entrepreneurial or anything at all. You have to align with the reality that you know is meant for you, but you have to know it's meant for you. Just like I know this is meant for me. I know I'm meant for views like this. I know I'm meant for waking up early to hear the roosters. This is the exact life that was always meant for me, that my higher self has chosen for me. Master yourself first, and the money follows. You have to be on the exact same frequency as the reality you think and believe and feel is meant for you to receive these blessings that you so choose. Now, how do you raise your vibrational frequencies? Subtract. I see a common thread in a lot of spirituality, and it's always subtracting. To get where you want in life, you have to subtract negative thought patterns, negative beliefs, negative habits, and negative people. Only then will you match the vibrational frequency with the reality you most choose to align with. If you're always negative self-talk, negative people, that's exactly where you're going to see more of and feel more of confirmation bias. For me, it's all about reprogramming your subconscious mind, which is, for a lot of people, very difficult, but things are only difficult when you believe they are. For me, I do a lot of breath work and visualization. This visualization helps me really clearly picture and feel exactly what I want my reality to be. The exact reality that I know is meant for me. I do this every day, imagining myself when I'm in the future, driving the car that I want, being in the place that I want, giving back to the people who I feel deserve it and I love. All this inner work is a direct downstream to the financial success, relationships, and cultivation that we all wish, right? The money, the opportunity, and the people will come once you stop chasing and you start attracting. Remember, never be attached to any outcome, idea, or individual. That'll take you a long way by itself. This message is directly for you. It's not for me. It's not for the money. It's only to help people out here who were once in a position that I was in, and to become strong-minded and strong-willed individuals, to become the person that our higher self put us in this three-dimensional realm to experience the lessons. Let's put in the fucking work.